Guys, Bleach here. I got the ragu. I love me some ragu. I got Italian bread from the Wegmans. I got hamburger meat in the pan. Watching the inauguration of Joe Biden on the TV. So, why not make sloppy Joe Bidens with this Italian bread here? I'm going to heat the sauce up in the pan. I'm going to mash this down with a fork into the pan and break it up, kind of. And
what does this moment mean for her?
And put it on the bread with some ragu sauce.
Right now, walking
around the world. Today means so much just to watch her walk in with the swag, to watch her walk in with the dignity.
I want to channel George Bush right now. Man, this is hard cooking.
The reporters ask all the time, Aaron, but
W, I miss him. He was good president. He cared about us.
Today she stands on the shoulders of
unlike what just left. This will work. This will come out good.
She stands on the shoulders of Hillary Clinton. And she has shattered so many glass ceilings that today, even if you didn't
support her, it's too big for the burner.
This is history that we're
watching. You're gonna just
scratch that. This is her story.
Break it up like this.
And she's doing it with so much grace.
Today, little pieces.
And I hope and I know my wife is sitting at home watching with our two girls, bawling at the history that's being made.
Can't believe we have a woman vice president. Who knows, Kamala may run for president someday, which would be cool. You might be able to hear my laundry banging the washer downstairs or banging into the dryer. We're having a good old time down there, the washer and the dryer. Hope this gets done. I'm hungry. Hey, it's turning brown. I'm doing good. Just keep stirring it like this. I should have set up my tripod to do this. Let me go get it. Alright guys, we're back. I'm going to stir this up for you in the pan.
Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, so the Divine Nine in the sorority.
Should get a meat thermometer for myself. I'll be honest, this is the first time I've done this. I usually make my hamburgers in the oven or on the grill. I'm kind of lazy like that. But how hard is it to cook meat in the pan and stir it? I can tell when it's done.
Talk about the history and everything that this black woman embodies as she walks into the halls of the most powerful.
Hopefully I don't get grease on myself and burn myself.
She is there, getting to work, as of course we have.
We could cook this for about a half an hour, so I'm going to time it. I'm going to sample a piece out of the pan to make sure it's done, and then we'll go from there. I'm so happy Joe Biden got in. I wanted Trump to succeed, but he just didn't do so well. He turned out to be. I don't want to get into it, but let's talk about a lighter subject. It snowed today. We got 3 inches, and it's kind of a dusting. We probably could have got away with just shoveling it, not using the Stamper snowblower. I figure I'd try it out. You're probably seeing this video after my live in the Stamper snowblower. But the Stamper snowblower did pretty good, as you can see in the video that you saw after I put this up, or whenever this goes up. I'm watching the inauguration as I'm making this. It's doing good. It's turning brown. Look at that. Isn't too hard?
Starting to roll back what his predecessor put into place, whether it's halting funding for the building of the border wall, whether it's re-entering the Paris.
My dog's getting hungry.
Different areas where the administration.
There you go. You just want to dump it behind the pan into the stove, so there's a grease fire.
What their priorities priorities are. You saw the administration this morning release the outline of an extensive overhaul of the immigration system that includes a pathway to citizenship for the 11 million undocumented immigrants in the country. You've also already seen them lay out the details of $1.9 trillion stimulus plan.
Katy Perry's going to sing firework at the concert. We're going to watch Katy Perry. The Foo Fighters are going to be there. They're a pretty good band.
Kind of on a smaller scale, particularly on the federal level, what they will do.
It's getting done. This is probably how you make tacos too, isn't it? I imagine. I got the burner on about 9 or 8.
And some of these, many of these executive orders, I think as you point out, are not, some of them reverse things President Trump did, right? Halting the border walls, an example.
Just want to keep stirring it.
Muslim ban is another example, right? But many of them are not. They are new.
Gets about done, I'm going to put it on low and heat up the sauce.
That President Biden wants to do.
This is just making one big mess.
These are, as you say, pointing out the tone. One of them, I believe, though,
I'm going to spray my hand stirring all this.
And in how we
my
count
wrench in
congressional
hand.
Representatives and how we apportion where those districts are. I mean, these are things that would be a significant change.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
I'm going to switch hands. My one hand's getting tired.
And when advisors have been giving briefings over the last couple of days,
it's good to coordinate when you're cooking. I'm ambidextrous a bit to an extent, as my mom's left-handed. I can throw with my left hand, but not so far. I can wrench with my left hand.
The moment and recognizing where they are, they recognize that on day one, this is the moment where everybody is paying attention. This is the moment you get to sit. You get to set the tone.
It's still a little raw. I want to cook it a little more.
So I think they're trying to set that tone.
I'm going to turn up the burner.
I will also acknowledge when you talk to them,
you don't have to. You can cook it on whatever speed you want to cook it on. I like to put it on high, so it cooks quicker.
Over the course of the next several days, and Aaron, it's not just going to be today.
We'll see them again with all of the pomp and circumstance tonight, and these executive orders coming momentarily.
It's getting done, guys.
Well, a lot of it is just organization, and because the transition was
still a little pink.
Undermined by the outgoing.
I don't like seasoning on my meat. I'm just used to like seasoning with sauce or ketchup or pickles or something. I make a hamburger or stuff.
Not being in place.
This would make good tacos too. If you wanted to do that, guys.
Who have to get into place. What they have built up is this pandemic response infrastructure. And what we're going to see with the new administration is this focus on a lot more federal coordination with the states. The vaccine rollout being the most important thing. You're going to see, I think the president and the vice president are going to spend some time projecting a new U.S. image around the world. I think that will be important to signal, hey,
maybe I'll make tacos someday, guys, with you.
You
just have to make tacos.
And when I say we're back, that idea that the American
my dogs aren't used to seeing me off my ass and cooking. They know what to make of it.
Leadership that Donald Trump
usually I just put something in the oven and don't cook.
He got plaudits for that.
I think they want some on their food.
But President Biden wants to.
I'll save some to put on their food for tomorrow in a pan or something separate. Tupperware to put it in.
Who have been there before. They know how to get rolling.
I'm going to turn this down a bit. It's getting hot.
And this new vice president, I was struck watching Kamala Harris. Just what will her role be? She's going to have an important role, just as Vice President Biden did to President Obama. It'd be very interesting to watch that unfold as well.
Oh, right, of course, even when he has given his speeches recently, right, she was sitting in the chair behind him. It is very much been visually, presented as a team, very explicitly so. It's interesting just.
What do you think? Do you think it's done, guys? I want to cook it a little. Oh, shit, got me. I want to cook it a little more to be sure. I think it's actually done, but I want to just, like I said, cook it more to be sure.
And then there's
looks
just the
pretty
transition
good.
Itself, right? We know the national security team actually came in before.
Thank you, Farmer, for bringing you your meal, guys. Without farmers, there wouldn't be any food like veggies for the vegans and meat for the carnivores like me. I would go vegan if I could. It's just too expensive.
Well, the first thing is you want
I got these
what particular threats are being
peas right here. You could probably throw those in there with and some sauce. That would be good.
some things that may
I'm
have
not gonna
been
do that.
unintended or things that are cropping up in this immediate transition. The seamlessness of power in the United States is something to behold, because even
I
under
can't
these
tell if it's done, guys. I'm just
circumstances,
gonna stir it
has
for
been
another 5
a
minutes.
peaceful transition, even as we've watched our capital be
I'm
an
gonna turn
army
it
cabinet,
down. I'm
which
gonna
is
pour the
so
sauce in
important.
now
So
and heat
the
it.
national security team wants to tend to that. But I think the team wants to also learn what's new with regard to the virus and the virus response that they may not have known. There may have been some things that had come up in the last couple of days that they weren't aware of. But you know, the new team has priorities. There's executive action, and we've seen this before with other administrations. They take immediate executive action to undo some things that previous
I
administrations
could pour it
did.
in the pan
But
and
as
heat
you're
it.
talking about, the focus is let's
I
get
should
our
have done
secretaries in
that.
place. You know, for instance, what about the threats we're talking about? Thank God this has been a peaceful day.
Yeah, let me
But
do
you've
that.
got the
Even
Justice
better.
Department, those who are there existing part of the bureaucracy, you've got the FBI, they have
I
to
made a
monitor
boo-boo.
ongoing threats, and there has to be a lot of coordination about that. That's going to be a priority as well.
Right, right. And of course, as you said, we anticipate at least 17 executive.
I got another thing to wash. How terrible, guys.
Because, you know, one of the things that I think was so important today that we all saw was the continuity, right? Of course, President Trump wasn't there, and you know, there was that first time in 150 years, right? But you had Mike Pence there, you had all the prior presidents there and their wives, and going to Arlington Cemetery and having those moments together.
I'm going to have to
And
take
you saw,
some out
you
for
know,
the
when Rihanna
dogs.
come out afterwards, you know, she talks to all of them quickly on the way out. You know, there's that feeling of
Before I
continuity.
put the spaghetti
that was so
sauce in
important.
there, I wasn't thinking.
Walk me through the moment
I guess you could
when
use
former
sauce.
President Barack Obama
All this is
had that
veggies.
fist bump with Kamala Harris. Tell me about what happened there.
Well, first of all, let's just back up to when Barack Obama and Michelle Obama came in. They were wearing a designer, Michelle Obama and
Heat it
Kamala
up a
Harris
little
both wearing
more.
a designer from South Carolina.
I'll be right
So
back
shout
after a brief
out,
message
to
from
him and Sergio
Joe
Alonso.
Bidenberger.
History of this
What do you
country.
think, guys?
And
How's
so
it
to be
look?
affixed to those both hyper-historical moments.
Not hard to
means
do.
So much. But just that moment.
Hey,
between
Gypsy, you
Kamala
could do
and
this.
Barack, that's a moment that swells your heart. That's a moment because
Figure you guys missing me cooking, making stuff. This would help make chili, I believe, too. You can put spaghetti sauce in the chili and use it for a starter. Or a hunt sauce, that tomato paste.
And Kamala Harris now
I'm going to put
is
some
in that
into
same
the
type of
dogs
conversation
in a bowl.
with people like Barack Obama, who are luminaries, who mean so much to our community,
Pour in the
and
bowl
who will be prayed
tomorrow.
over and protected so they go out and do the work necessary to get our people out the ditch.
All right, so Jim Sciutto is outside in front of the White House. The president and the vice president have just gone in.
I guess we're done,
So
guys.
tell me what you see there now. Obviously,
Let
they
me try a taste.
beginning
Make sure
the
it's
work
done.
right behind you.
That's right. And listen, as quickly as it started, it ended. The ceremony.
It's done. It's really good. We gotta love the ragu. For you Prego fans out there, I don't like Prego that much. I grew up on ragu, so that's what I eat. Ate it since I was a baby, since I was slurping on spaghetti as a baby. Guys, this is what I was going for. As you can tell, the meat's on there. It might be cold because I just had to put my laundry in the dryer. That's always nice. But they're done and they're good and they're delicious. Please comment, like, share, subscribe. And these are my sloppy Joe Bidens. Take care, bye. Love you guys. Peace.